motion to add the discussion of the censure of Supervisor Greg Carnes for the same conditions.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Nay. I make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
I'd like to make one more motion here on something else before we do that whole place. Under unfinished business, we have a ton of unfinished business. I'd just like to ask why none of it. We have MMA update, we have fire ordinance update, we have the discussion with the police, we're supposed to have the police chief in here, we have truck route. None of it's on there as unfinished business. I'd like to know why and why it isn't, why we can't put there tonight.
I'm working on those.
It should still be listed as unfinished business. It is unfinished business, it should be listed, so the residents do know what we have out there that's unfinished, even if we're working on it. Even if we say we're working on it, there's no update at this time, I believe it should be listed as unfinished business.
I'll consider that. Again, approval of the agenda as presented.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed?
Nay.
No. Nay.
Motion carries. August 27th, 2025.
I have a question about the agenda from last meeting.
Okay, please.
Yeah, thank you. There is under the page 3 of the submitted draft agenda for approval, under the appointment to the Zoning Board of Appeals, continued where it says Treasurer Eden moved to approve the appointment, so on and so forth. And then there's been a note added. It was determined after confirming with the Michigan Townships Association the following day. This note, it seems very out of place. This should be an amendment to the meeting minutes.
It's a note. It's not really an amendment. We're going to make it right under new business.
But to approve approve the meeting, this note did not take place during the meeting, which the meeting minutes are supposed to reflect only. And that's why I'm asking you to take a note. It's stuck in the middle of meetings. It's very difficult to approve that because that didn't take place during the meeting. I'm just asking it to be moved as an amendment to the meeting minutes rather than a note.
Everyone, that if you wish to speak, please raise your hand. You will get 3 minutes. And again, please keep it to township business, agenda items only on this first public comment. And please avoid personal attacks, abusive language, and interruptive behavior. Thank you. Yes, Jim.
So just caught before I get to my points here. Interesting little nugget from Chuck here. Did he not just say there was never more than 3 people? Is that what he just said?
Mm-hmm.
Chuck? Are you not the one that took $500 of our money to draft up a censure of resolution for 3 people? Yes, you are. You're a con artist, man. You just said there was never more than 3 people, which there was. And I actually walked right up here. Thanks for looking at me, Greg. It's your meeting. I watched you, all of you, gathered in that corner when you didn't want to have a meeting anymore. In the middle of Becky's public comment, which, by the way, you want to talk about an orderly meeting? That's not when you make motions and vote on them and interrupt people. That's not orderly. That's wrong. But you're all begging for a motion to adjourn. You guys play by these rules for yourself. You'll censure 3 people, and then he'll turn around tonight and tell you because there was only 3 people. You get what I'm saying, Greg? Right. So, I have so much to say, so little time. You know why? Because you've stolen 21 minutes of my public comment time so far this year, canceling your meetings. And Greg, I've warned you 3 times. 3 times. You can't overrule a board vote. I texted you the picture. This is when the meeting dates were set. This is the 7 board members that voted on them. I texted you 5 hours before you canceled the planning commission meetings. Let's ask Chuck. You're being paid $165 an hour of my money to make sure they stay within the law. Is that within the law? Can he overrule a board vote and cancel meetings? Right. You guys gonna ask him? So I'm demanding a censure for that because you willingly broke the law, Greg. I texted you 5 hours ahead of time for the third freaking time to let you know you're getting ready to break the law, you remember? About these censures?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for looking at me once, you coward.
Can't even look at people. Unbelievable.
Yes, please.
Ask Chuck.
Good afternoon, Stephanie Booth, City of Howell. First of all, I can hear Chuck just fine, and I'm a little sick of twice that woman interrupting and telling him to speak louder. He's clear in every YouTube meeting I watch. So I don't appreciate as an audience member the interruption from that woman.
That woman.
There it goes again.
Please.
Talk about trampling on First Amendment rights. She does nothing but do it during call to the public. I've seen it harass people up here. And as a longtime resident of County near here and Livingston, it is unacceptable, immoral, and wrong. This last person up here has no right to threaten people around here, demand answers. You have no obligation to be replying to people. And you don't have to look people like that in the eye that are openly threatening you, much like the business owner last week. I was thoroughly disgusted, and you may have handled it wrong, but you did the right thing, and I commend you for that, Greg.
Hey,
No, good. It's good versus evil, and I see some real sociopathic behavior here, and I commend the people who are growing a conscience and doing the right thing, and those who have stood up all along.
thank you. Anybody else? Sure.
And you won't look at anybody. This is a disgrace. What are you doing? You guys are all on the same team. I don't like everybody I played football with in high school, but damn it, we were the same fucking team. We have the same goal. What is your goal? To destroy this township? Because you're doing pretty good at that. But that's all any of us are seeing. All of this bullshit needs to stop. You don't have to go out for coffee or beers after the meeting with each other. But damn it, you have to get along here and make this shit work. You all should be ashamed. It's fucking ridiculous.
Thank you. Anybody else? Yes, Scott?
Yeah, here I go. You guys gonna run your mouth again. You never
Hey,
shut up when people come up.
Scott, don't
Give
point
us some
at me, bro.
respect.
I didn't say a word.
Guys, you're being aggressive, buddy.
Every
You're
time I
gonna
come
remove
up
him,
here,
Greg? He's pointing at me and
I
everything.
don't interrupt you guys.
I didn't
Come
open my
on,
mouth.
Scott.
You're being disrespected.
Please.
Disrespectful.
I heard it, but there he goes. I don't need,
Careful
I'll
where you're
fight back.
pointing, brother.
I'll fight back.
And
Okay. 4-year-old behaving like a 4-year-old. That was something that was really, I never seen so much deflection in my life. I guess it's all on video from last meeting. 3 individuals up here didn't get picked to get on the planning commission. Oh my God, what a shit show. It was. And then we had a board member walk out because he didn't like the vote. Nonfeasance. You want to, that's nonfeasance. You know what nonfeasance is? Censure. That's censurable. You don't walk out before adjournment because you don't like a vote, mister. And for the 4-year-old, she went screaming up and down the aisleways, all the way out in the parking lot. His wife wanted me in trouble because all I did was try to talk, and I got screamed at. And by the woman that was throwing chairs and being held off by another member, I won't mention his name, held back, threw one chair into a pregnant woman. It sure looked like it. It sure looked like it. You weren't here, you walked out. But the chairs were flat. But she,
Flying chairs.
see, they just don't know, and the leader of the pack right there doesn't know when to shut up either. The chairs were flying. She should have been escorted out here by our local sheriff's department, which I'm getting kind of disgusted with. Because we pay them taxes to protect, and all I keep hearing is we can't do nothing. There's nothing wrong with people coming up here and being angry, speaking their piece. But when you start throwing chairs, I didn't lunge, I was in that hallway. I'll play the video, I got the proof, I was in the hallway. She went over the chairs and we're throwing them. It's all I'm doing. You guys keep putting the crap out, we'll keep putting the proof out. It's all out there. The camera does not lie. Just keep putting that out, Chris. You're a disgrace. Both of you guys need to resign. And to say we need to fix this township, it's got to start with one person, two people, three people, I should say. And these people want to keep following that. I want to fix things too, but we can't if you keep lying and keep making crap up. I don't want to fight with these people, but if they want to keep sucking up into the black hole over there, go into the black hole. I'm willing to work with any of them, but come on, we worked before. We've worked on a lot of issues in this township. And all of a sudden now, we got one, they get special treatment, so they're on board with them. And there's gonna be more on that.
Thank you. Anybody else?
You got anything else to say? You want to keep making comments, ladies? I'm tired of her comments. Tell her to shut the hell up.
Sheriff, I feel a little threatened right
Well,
now.
you spoke first.
Sheriff, seriously, you're gonna allow him to come at me like that?
Did I come at her? I told her.
You did come at me. You're pretty aggressive. Oh, no. Come on, Scott.
I'm with.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
People of this township deserve respect. We deserve to be heard, and we deserve our leaders, like Greg Carnes and Jennifer Eden, to take our voices seriously. I hope tonight every resident is given their full chance to speak without interruption. Thank you, Greg, for not interrupting me tonight. And you can't even look at me like Jim said. It's the same. I get it. Silence. You think the silence treatment is gonna work. Okay, well, this is our local government.
Yes, Jim?
So, Greg, at the last meeting, you said this is your meeting, right? You remember? Like 10 billion times how it's your meeting. If you look up your job description, Greg, you're here to moderate the meeting. And if you follow that rabbit trail, it means you facilitate discussion. Facilitate means you encourage it. You make it easier, Greg. All you do is steamroll the residents. You steamroll every time Chris brings up a question. So when you appointed Kevin Ross, Chris says, I'd like to have a conversation about that. You remember your response, Greg? Are you coloring? What are you doing up there? You can look at me. It's not illegal. You remember your response when he said, I'd like to have a discussion, which is exactly what we're here for, right? You said, I can't believe you're saying this to me right now. Is that doing your job, facilitating discussion as a moderator? It's a complete joke. So Herm, you remember, I asked you 2 times, 2 different board meetings, did I ever threaten you? You said no, both times. I asked you out in the hallway, did you tell Kevin Ross that I ever threatened you? You said no. That's what you told me. Well, Kevin Ross, let's see what he has to say. On Facebook, Jim was trying to confront me and come in because he did not like the fact, the boy that sticks to the facts, that trustee Herm Ferguson told me that Jim threatened me in the parking lot. Which one of you two's lying, Herm? Somebody's lying. Those 2 cannot be true. You've already, and I was there, so I know you're telling the truth, right? You, Greg, I come into your office and I ask you, why can Jennifer push me out of the doorway? And I ask, why is Kevin Ross allowed to be back there? That's a good question. Why can he be back there and I cannot? She says it's her door. She owns the freaking place, whatever. But you told me, Greg, in your office, and I have it on a recording if no one believes me, I don't know why the F he was back there. I don't know who the F let him back there. He shouldn't have been back there. It's exactly what you said, Greg. I can prove it. So that's what I see what Kevin's got to say about that. I was in to discuss township business with Supervisor Greg, which I set up with him prior to the meeting. Well, who's lying, Greg? Greg? Who's lying? Somebody's lying. And now that's worth discussion, like Chris said. That's what we're here for. The guy tells me to drink bleach. Is that not worth discussion? So one more thing. You remember when I was in your office, you know, it's worth discussion for Jannette to say your time is limited. You remember when I came in your office, Greg? You remember what I told you? I said, your time is limited. Said it straight to you so everyone could hear. So I'll wait outside for my citation tonight. Otherwise, you're being a hypocrite. And I'll gladly go to court with you, bro. And why are you so quick to vote for a guy who you know is lying about you? Why are you so quick? Are you ready to gladly call a liar a liar? I just proved it.
Thank you, Jim.
And are you guys going to ask him if you're inside the law canceling meetings? I would think you would care about that.
Thank you, Jim.
It's kind of important.
Thank you.
Legal.
For some reason wants a job on the planning commission, the job that this guy's tried so desperately to hang on to. You know, there's something fishy going on. I don't know what it is, but I don't like the way they're treating people. I find it very abhorrent. And you know, I speak this from someone who's gone to commissioner meetings and had people like Dave Doman and people try to cut me off when I'm saying something that makes them uncomfortable. So I do side with that one bit of thing. Everything else is just pure bullying. And no, do not mix religion with public policy. Thank you.
One nation under God, actually.
Hey,
I watched you do this.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, take a credit.
Hope you heard that. It's on video.
somebody else?
That offended me.
Yes, Scott?
Scott Dietrich, White Lake Road. Well, it sure is fun to troll these people. You get angry and they all think you're mad. You know what? We're just pointing out the fact they just keep interrupting you when you're trying to talk. Oh, I'm gonna call them out. I don't care. The sheriff told me, just thinks I'm mad. I'm not mad. I'm sticking up for what I believe in. And I'm gonna fight against him. If he doesn't want to, we just saw everything that I did being done and they stood back there in the corner. And they did nothing. But Jim, sit down. Yeah, just practically threaten you. Just practically threaten you, right? And they stack better. You know, last meeting I was kind of bewildered when the sergeant came up here before the meeting, was talking to Chris like he was his best friend. So I kind of wondered what's going on with Livingston County. So, I mean, really. So what's really going on with Livingston County? When certain people can do things, certain people can't. Well, that's what they keep crying, the victims out there. Herman, there's nothing wrong with you being a friend to the Millars. I went over there, they had a very nice business. We have spent a lot of money on surveys, and we've had meetings, and we've determined how we want to run this township. And as a friend, you know if someone's doing something wrong, you tell that person, no, you're not doing things within the guidelines of what you were given permission to do. So yeah, you were a friend. You stood up for what you took the oath of office to do. You took an oath. Greg took an oath. These two took an oath. They threw their oath out the door. They threw it out the door. What was all these meetings we had? I mean, Jannette screamed like hell, we have to have the master plan. Let's get the master plan. Well, let's get month after month. But I was there with her. I'm not saying it was just Jannette. We want to get this stuff done. And only to throw it out for one couple that thinks that they could just do anything they want on their property? I know they live 6 minutes, no. I've been in this township and we've all fought. Urban Lake, the marijuana facility, we want residential areas protected. I don't hate the Millards. No, I don't, believe me, I don't. And the man makes beautiful products. But I want to tell you something, I'm scared of that to be his neighbor.
The neighbors aren't?
I would be, because you know what? The way she threatened me and then called me out and says that I had 2 failed marriages, which I've been married once, second wife, over 40 years. I'm proud to say over 40 years. That I was fired from Ford, it's all in print. I was fired from Ford Motor Company. Man, I'm getting a pension now, guys. Man, I could never see anybody get a pension from a place you're fired from. So these are the attacks. When we did all this stuff with the Urban Lake and all that, did they come and threaten everybody and make all false accusations? I think not.
Thank you. Thank you, Scott. Anybody else? One.
Hi, I want to play something for you. Hopefully this will little speaker.
I'd like to hear that. Who is it? And where's the resolution?
Carrie, and he's already given it.
Where's the resolution? Is there a resolution? Yes or no?
Yeah.
There is. From when? From back when Weiss was here? Is that what you're talking about? The one that's been overruled because it says in the this new ordinance, it says all stuff is before that is done. It's done. It rides it. So which means you should have another resolution to enforce the current.
Who's this in the paper? I don't live here.
Am I not correct? The current resolution said that any pre-existing resolutions were void.
I guess I'll have to look into that. And I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
They don't seem to have the door.
I thought I was coming to a meeting.
All right, buddy. See you later. Everybody out? Get more people.
Thank you. Holy cow, a double door.
Where's this guy at here? Tell me about